Good morning, Madison. Well, I guess maybe it's not morning for you, but good afternoon, evening. Madison Carr, about to do my videos, one of three, bones and the muscles of the axle system. This is my working space today. Then behind me, puzzle. I have nothing out that is going to help me other than my structures list. On the back, I have like just scratch paper, so it's just like loan forms that I'm using just so I didn't waste paper when I was printing it. And then, yeah, that's all I have out. No other web pages open. I'm using my computer to film. We're going to start with bones and muscles of the axle system. So your cervical vertebrae, it's your C-spine right up in through here. You have 7 vertebrae that form the C-spine. Moving on to the diaphragm, it's your muscles under here, under your rib cage. And then we have the external abdominal oblique muscles, the ones on the outside, external, outside. Frontal bone, front of your forehead right here. The hyoid bone, I believe it's the top of the C-spine. Well, not the top of the C-spine, but it connects the C-spine right up in here. Moving on to the lumbar vertebrae. The lumbar vertebrae is going to be at the bottom of the rib cage down here in the lower back. L1 through 5, so there's 5 vertebrae that come together to create the lumbar vertebrae. We're going to go to the mandible. The mandible is the top of the jaw. So mandible is up here. The masseter muscle is the muscles inside of your jaw that help you chew the solid foods that we'll be eating. Maxilla is going to be the bottom portion of the jaw that comes together with the mandible, using the masseter muscle to chew your food. Nasal bone is going to be right up in through here, through the nose. We'll then go to the occipital bone. That one is going to be down here at the top of the C-spine, the bottom of your, or the top of your neck, at the bottom of your head, the bottom of your head. Then we're going to go to the parietal bone, which is going to be the bone, either U-shape or V-shaped bone at the bottom of your maxilla. And it like kind of encases the tongue. Well, I guess not encases the tongue, but it's the bone under here, under the tongue. Then we have the rectus abdominis muscle, which is going to be, you have one on each side right through here. So you have the external abdominal oblique muscles, the ones here on the outside, and then we have the ones in the middle, which are the rectus abdominis muscles. Sacrum and coccyx are, I'm going to move this again, sorry. They're right down through here, and they form the coccyx down here. The sacrum has 5 vertebrae, and the coccyx has usually 3 to 5 that fuse together to form the coccyx. And then we go on to the sternocleidomastoid mastoid muscle, which is going to be running through the sides of your neck right over here. Our sternum is this bone right through the middle of our chest. Fun fact, EMT here, we use the sternum a lot as a landmark for CPR or things like that because we want to go right to the middle of the sternum. The temporal bone is going to be this one on, I believe, the sides right here that form together. Thoracic vertebrae is going to be the vertebrae in between the C-spine and the L-spine, so in between the cervical and the lumbar, you have the thoracic, which is going to be your longest segment of vertebrae. And there are 12 vertebrae in the T-spine right there, so T1 through T12. Like I said, so you go C1 through 7 to T1 through 12, and then L1 through 5, and that's your whole spine, CTL. Trapezius muscle is going to be this one right back here. Kind of hard to point to, but it's going to be under, or in the middle of your, I guess that's a better way to do it, right there. And zygomatic bone is going to be these cheekbones right up in here. So that was video 1, bones and muscles of the axle skeleton.